What's up guys, this is Sunny back with another video, and today real quick we have a product from Be Quiet. You guys can see we have Be Quiet Pure Power 11 80 plus gold power supply. That's a 600 watt power supply, comes with 5 years warranty, and that's a modular power supply. So real quick, let's just open this power supply for you guys and I'll show you what's inside the box, and I just run through specs real quick. Alright guys, so we have here Be Quiet Pure Power 11 600 watt 80 plus gold modular power supply. Also, this power supply comes with 5 years warranty. You can pick up this power supply for $84, but remember, price does fluctuate. If you guys don't know who is Be Quiet, you should definitely check out their website. I'll have link in the video description. Be Quiet is a German company. They manufacture quality computer parts like air cooler, liquid cooler, and computer case. After opening the box, you will find a user manual, zip ties with screws, 18 gauge power cord cable, modular cables, and the power supply. No worries, this power supply does have 6 SATA power connector, 3 molecs, 4 6+2 VGA for graphics card. Also, this power supply is a great power supply for SLI or Crossfire build. If you guys don't know, Be Quiet does make some quiet fan. So you guys can see they did include one of their 120mm quiet silent fan, and hopefully this fan is quiet under full load. We'll test real quick and show you guys. Now let's look at the 12 rel real quick. That's what I care about. The 12 rel, basically the first 12 rel we have 32 amp and the second 12 rel we have 28 amp. And the only reason I care about 12 rel, because if you're running SLI or if you're running like a powerful graphics card, you should have more amp under the 12 rel. Now you guys can see the modular port right here. There's like 3 drives modular port on the top for your SATA and molecs, and on the bottom you have like PCI 1 and 2. That's for your VGA for your graphics card. Now the 24 pin plug and CPU 8 pin plug connected to the power supply. So this power supply is not a fully modular power supply, but for the money you are getting a 80 plus gold power supply, and this power supply is really quiet. So I think overall this power supply is great. Now we have to test and see how this power supply perform under full load, and you guys will see now. Alright guys, so time for testing. I did disconnect my EVGA 450 watt power supply, and I did install the Be Quiet 600 watt power supply. And you guys can see, if you guys, let me just tell you guys the spec real quick. So I'm running the Ryzen build here with Ryzen 1600 CPU, that's a 6-core 12 thread. I have RTX 2080 graphics card, okay? And I want to show you guys like the total watt system pulling from the wall. So you guys can see the total watt system pulling from the wall 280 something, but it did go up to almost like 297. Okay, and now basically we are stress testing the system with Heaven benchmark. We have extreme setting, we're running at extreme setting, and we have the Be Quiet power supply here, and you guys can hear the power supply. Actually, you are hearing the graphics card, but the power supply is not that loud compared to my EVGA power supply. This power supply is really quiet. If you guys want like a quiet power supply, you can bid this Be Quiet 600 watt power supply, the Pure Power 11 80 plus gold. So right now I'm like 5 inch away from the power supply, and you guys can hear the noise. Now here is the graphics card noise, okay, and then the power supply noise. I don't know if you guys can hear, but now imagine this power supply will be inside the case, and there will be like the cover and everything. So under full load you are not going to hear this. Idle test. So I don't have any application running at this moment, so system is idling, and you guys can hear the power supply, the Be Quiet Pure Power 11 600 watt power supply. So basically the system idling right now. There's no load on the power supply. This thing is quiet, really. I'm like 5 inch, the shotgun microphone is like 5 inch away from the power supply right now. And if you guys wondering how much watt this system pulling while idling, so right now system pulling around 50 watt while idling. Alright guys, so remember, power supply is the heart of your system, so never go cheap on your power supply. Like, I know a lot of people, when they build a computer, they go with a cheap power supply and a high-end graphics card and a high-end CPU. You have to go with a high-end power supply, and that's like the main thing, because if you have a cheap power supply and the power supply goes bad, that power supply can take down your motherboard, CPU, graphics card, everything. Okay, so just remember, go with the quality power supply, like the power supply we have here, Be Quiet Pure Power 11 power supply. This power supply is gold rated. Okay, so definitely I would recommend a power supply like this if you're planning on a build. Even if you have like a build with like how I have RTX 2080, I think 600 watt power supply is great. You can have enough hard drive SSD. This power supply should be more than enough. So just remember, you need a good power supply, okay, for your build. So, and also this power supply have 5-year warranty, so you're good for 5 years. Okay, alright guys, that should be it. See you guys next one. If you guys have any question, don't forget to leave in the comment below. Peace.